already posted something up, right?
Yeah, when was the last time we talked about whole shit?
Oh wait, how far angled is
I
that?
don't know when was the last time you were on.
Ooh, and we're good. We're good to go. Make sure we can hear everything and.
You don't have to take the labeling off the water.
Nah, we thought life. We don't give a fuck.
Nope.
What that happened was?
Of course.
Yeah, fuck it. Whatever, dog.
All right, let's go. We're good. Try talking.
Wow, boss.
Talk your
We're
shit.
connected all around.
All around. 3 for 3, baby.
Excuse me, boss.
All right, how was everyone's week? 2 weeks.
Oh yeah, because we did not do a podcast last week. I think everybody did. We all have things that popped up. Like what? Something happened. Because we were in contact with each other. But okay. Well, how's everybody's week so far? Or how was your last week and a half, 2 weeks?
Decent. It was decent.
Okay, good answer. Anything happen for anybody? Like,
What'd you do?
Well, I moved, so that was nice.
yo, can we get a round of applause for that one?
All right, niggas, fuck y'all.
That's mad rude.
It was mad.
I'm trying to get you out.
And
Except Brianna didn't clap.
she clapped.
Did
She
2, 3.
pitter pattered, yeah, but she clapped.
I didn't see.
He was like,
James, no. I didn't do that.
she like tooted clap like that.
Oh, that's even worse.
Tennis clap.
That's the worst one.
Yeah. So
She didn't even mean it.
what about anybody else? Working and shit. I actually just got back to work. We went to Dinosaur Adventure.
Oh, so much fun.
Yo, that was
Yeah,
the
that
real
was-
deal.
I saw-
When I was
uh,
looking at the pictures, I was like, they had more fun than Kaden.
Yeah.
You damn right. I told her. I said she was acting up. I said, don't ruin this for me. Us. Get
You saw
together.
the picture of that with the T-Rex behind him and the roar.
Yeah, it was so much
I
fun.
was so happy for him.
Yeah. So. Sorry, guys.
Can I ask you a question, Brianna? Was Derek tuckered out after his big day at the dinosaur park?
Oh, I was sleepy.
Why'd you do another sip?
Was it not? Was it not sweet?
Oh my god.
There's water.
Did you see her face process it? She's like, what is
It's
happening?
alright. It's alright. I'll drink it.
Yo, fix your face.
Let me see.
You want me to throw,
Pass it
like,
around, pass it around.
lemonade in there?
Oh,
Do it, mix it.
Wait a minute, is that one of those things where you're like, thanks, I hate it?
No, I thought it was.
No, I thought it was.
Sweet.
Yeah, I thought so too. But
Was it unsweetened?
just
It
the regular.
says ingredients black tea.
Oh,
That was
all
bad.
natural.
It's all natural.
Yeah. So, yeah, we went to Dinosaur Adventure. It was at the World Trade Center.
Seaport, yeah.
We
The
can-
Seaport
yeah.
World Trade Center.
Yeah, I was just letting it be
Two
known
different
there.
things.
It's fine.
Just saying.
And yeah, it was the Seaport World Trade Center in Boston.
In Boston.
It was crazy, man. Cause I at first we didn't know like what to expect at all.
It's their first one here.
But yeah, they've been doing it around the country. But the
Oh, it's like a convention.
No,
I seen it in Minnesota. That was
they
heavy.
That's their like base in Minnesota, so they started.
Branching
It's
out.
limited though, right? It's only
So they
certain
did it for the
amount of days you
weekend,
can do
3
it,
days.
right?
They- like Anime Boston, same
Yeah.
thing.
So it's like a convention.
Yeah, it was dope. But it like literally
It
took
was
up the
so
whole
much
first
fun.
floor, like the whole convention area.
So much
And
fun.
when we first walked in, there was like this couple. Like somehow this lady already got pre-stamped and everything, and was like trying to like hustle and bustle in front of everybody. But people there with their kids, man, someone might fuck you up. Like, don't bump no one's kid. I seen her move like someone's kid, just usher them out the way.
Equal rights, equal fights, Derek, right?
I said,
Nah, kids don't got to like.
Nah.
No, I'm
nah,
just
but
saying.
it's
Derek
kids.
was saying that he was gonna give her the hands.
Oh,
but
yeah,
he was
I
trying
feel
to
you.
be
I feel
polite.
She was old too.
yeah, she was on the old side, but
But she knew better.
So
that just tells me she lived a full life, and if she loses it, she's alright.
So when we got there, like into like the actual like waiting, like the foyer area, it had like this big old like when you see like in Jurassic Park they have like that big arch to walk in.
Yes,
Mhm.
yes.
And it says like Jurassic Park. It said that, and it said like Dinosaur Adventure. I got some pictures. I'll
It
show you
had
guys
like
later.
fake flames.
Yeah, it was dope. Did we ever post any pictures of
I
it?
posted.
Yeah, so actually maybe
Did
we'll
it feel
post
like
a couple,
you were
but
still in the building, or did it feel like?
dude, it was its own thing.
Yeah,
You know
and there
what I
was
mean?
mean?
so much to like everywhere you turned, there was a dinosaur somewhere,
That's awesome.
and it
Yeah.
was so much
That's
fun.
awesome.
But so the dinosaurs were such good, like high quality. Like I thought we were gonna see like something like okay.
I thought it was gonna be like animated.
So I started like me being me. I started like peeking behind like the curtains and shit to see, and it looked like just like a bounce house, like man bounce houses. I said, Brianna, we just spent all this fucking money for bounce houses, I am not okay. And then we go through the thing, and I was like, oh, I'm okay. I'm okay.
Yeah, because when you walk in, you walk through that arch. Arch?
Yeah, arch.
And
It's arch. It's arch.
Then you go in, there's automatically dinosaurs right there, but then you go through the dinosaur's mouth to go into the actual convention. And then there's some other dinosaurs, and then you go again into a mouth, and then there's everything. There's like dinosaurs that you could ride. There's like little jeeps. There's everything.
Is that like the robot dinosaur shits, or is
Yeah.
it all people in costume type?
Nope,
robots?
they were in
excuse
robots.
me?
The robot one.
Animatronics.
Animatronics. It was. She had so much fun.
That's awesome. No, fuck it. What, did you guys have fun?
I had so much fun. So we were like, oh, we got there at 2:30. It opened at 3. We were like, we ain't staying long. Probably 6 o'clock, right?
I was like,
That shit was. We closed it out.
it's 9. It's 9. We gotta leave.
We got home. We got home probably like 10:30, and then we all knocked right out, fell asleep. Then she had dance Saturday morning, and I was like, Derek, should we go? Because I'm really tired. He was like, I could take her. She woke up. I'm like, Kaylee, you want to go to dance? She's like, no, let me sleep. Turn around, and we didn't wake up till 11. That was it. It was.
Yeah. Did I explain the dinosaurs? Like the way that they were? They were like in Jurassic Park. You remember how you seen like the animatronic, like high quality, whatever?
Right.
Like that's literally how they were. Like they let us touch them and everything, and they felt like scaly, but like flesh too. Like it was the weirdest thing ever. Like, but it was.
It's like we're not really
It was
sure
like,
what
it's an
dinosaurs
experience
felt like,
within
so
itself.
We'll
You
let
know
you
what I
feel
mean? Yeah, it was dope, man. And then like she got to ride the dinosaurs and all that. Some of them were like motion sensor and shit. So like people walked by and a little thing was like had like this mean ass like fucking claw hands and like it was kind of like like a bird like a rooster or whatever, no, a chicken like sits on eggs to warm them. Yeah, that's how it was. And then when someone would kick the sensor off, the thing would just like fucking like. So you got people like like, moving their kids towards the thing. Oh shit! Oh. But nah, man, it was a really good time. Well, we actually ended up running into our landlord too while we were there.
So funny.
He's sitting there. He's like, "You guys look familiar." I was like,
Oh. All right. Maybe I'll save some and post them later because I turned off the sharing.
Oh, okay.
I'm smart.
Yeah.
Ish.
Keep telling yourself that.
Ish.
Maybe one day it'll come true.
Hey, that's my
James
show.
Michael, do you want me to punch you?
There we go.
That's my show. Go up. Hold on.
That's
go
your
back.
show. That's my show.
Good show.
You love that show, right? That's so awesome.
That's a really good
That's
show.
amazing.
He's my favorite.
I love it. Atypical.
Oh yeah, that's very
It's so good.
What's it about?
Yo, Corey, did you check your text, B?
The kid on the spectrum.
I just love season 3. Like
I've watched it all.
Yeah, like
Season 2 was a little hard to get
Oh,
through
yeah.
because it was just a filler. So
Yeah.
I tell everybody, it's just giving you information. It's just
Yeah,
preparing
yeah.
you for the next season. Just
yeah, but
shut up
also,
and
but I
follow.
feel like season 2 is more explanatory
Yeah.
of what it is. That's why when I posted like.
Yeah. Also, I found a really good book.
What's
It's called The Flapping Dinosaur.
The flash.
Oh, she broke. Oh.
The Flapping Dinosaur Goes to School. It was amazing. I don't know who wrote it, but I found it. One of our coworkers brought like a bunch of donated toys, so there was a bunch of books there, and I was like, "Oh, The Flapping Dinosaur is such a cute book. I'm gonna take it for Kaylee." And then I like kept
Kaylee's
looking.
never seen the
No,
book.
so I kept looking, and I was like, "Does he have autism? He has autism." And I go in, everything is about autism. They answer the parents' questions and everything. And
Is
it's
it
such a
written
good book.
by somebody with autism?
I don't know. I didn't look that deep into it, but it would be good. It's well written.
Yeah.
It has like questions and everything. It's amazing.
Wow. The
Fun
flapping
stuff.
dinosaur.
That flapping dinosaur.
Yeah.
I'm assuming she has other books because this one said he goes to school. So we shall see.
Didn't it?
But
he becomes a
anyways.
doctor.
He
Gets a
should.
girlfriend.
Let's see. He might. Let's see who wrote it. Let's give some credit to. I'm just pissed that I didn't think of it. God damn it! I wanted to write a book.
What? Making a dinosaur autism?
Jacob the Flapping Dinosaur Goes to School by Holly Terray. Terry?
I don't know. You're the one who should be able to read the names.
Oh wow.
I'm not good at that.
Kind of looks like Corey.
I'm a cute ass dinosaur.
Oh my god, he's so cute.
I'm a cute ass dinosaur.
Look, he's cute.
It's a one of a kind children's book about autism, friendship, and acceptance.
Did you feel like it was about autism
Oh,
and friendship? and
So
acceptance?
good. And he has a twin sister that's not like him.
Wait, what?
What?
So it shows the typical developing against.
Oh, okay, okay, I get it.
So good, such a good book.
Did you get lost?
I ended up on
Hey.
social
Like,
media like an
talk
asshole.
about her interest. I don't care.
No.
I
You
know.
just watch it. We play it back. You just see me like,
His eyes glaze over. He's all like,
So
shit.
I have a couple spicy things I want to talk about.
Hold on, I'm gonna make Derek read this book on
Oh,
air.
you gotta make him.
Gimme. I'm gonna do it like fucking Migos too.
It's in the car.
You remember how they read the cat?
Dinosaur.
Was it C-Spot Run or something? Or Spot
Yeah.
My vote.
Spot Not Hot? Some shit.
All right, spicy.
No. So okay. So there was this guy. If you want to look it up, name was Kevin Bacon, 25 years old.
What's his name?
Kevin Bacon.
Is he the?
Dang, that sounds like he like.
This is a tough one. This is a tough one because I constantly tell my friends.
Aha.
No, you'll see. Not the actor, but
Oh,
I
okay.
constantly tell my friends,
Oh my God.
straight, gay, bi, lesbian, whatever the fuck you want to go by. When you are on these social media websites, be safe.
Okay.
Be careful, because when you go and you meet these people, you think you're approaching it at a level playing field, right?
So
But
what? Hold on. What am I supposed to write then? Because
no, Kevin Bacon.
Not after.
What's that first guy? What's the first one?
Because I'm like Kevin Bacon. That name sounds
man
mad
accused
familiar.
and Kevin. Oh, okay.
Yeah.
Because he's not dead, right?
Who? No, not the other guy.
Okay. Wow.
Okay, so basically what happened. So I constantly tell you, be careful. I don't care if it's a matter of letting someone know where you're at or who you're with, what's the person's name, and share social media. Just have someone know that you are safe. Brianna, are the audio off?
The audio.
Yeah.
Yeah, we're not bouncing.
Oh, you
Oh,
want to
okay.
Okay.
So.
Mind your business.
Oh shit. You right. We gonna stay in our lane.
Really
Yeah,
aggressive.
stay in your lane.
So
I'm gonna just drink my water. Do you usually do it now?
What?
I find
Your
myself.
face? Fix it.
And
I ain't taking that.
In all honesty, I find myself being more like sensitive to the idea of something going wrong when it partakes or involves a friend of mine that is gay or whatever, however you want to say it, right? I'm just gonna say how I feel because I'm not gonna sit here and like try and be like LGBTQ and all that shit.
If they're gay, they're
Everything
gay.
I'm coming at, I'm telling you about this because it's someone or a person that I find as a friend or I'm cool with, right, or close to.
Right.
So at no point am I coming with anything negative, right?
Okay.
So with that being stated from the beginning of this conversation, I will not be backtracking on the fact that I'm talking about someone who is gay or homosexual, or whatever you want to call it, right? Okay, that's for y'all too. I said the disclaimer, whatever the fuck you need to feel better. Here we go. So when I'm talking to my friend who is gay or whatever, and I see that they're on these dating sites, I don't know what the exact statistics are, but I do know that same-sex relationships are a little bit more, or percentage-wise, aggressive towards each other. There's more the domestic violence and stuff like that, right?
Okay.
I don't know what the number is, but I know that is there is a statistic that can prove it. So I have to give you a whole little runaround. What happened in this situation was that the kid his name was Kevin Bacon, not the actor, guys. The kid was like 25 years old. Brian, can you find out where it was at?
I don't know. Can't even say that. Sorry.
All the crazy shit happened.
What?
Shiawasi.
It wasn't Boston. I wasn't like in the States.
It says Shiawasi County,
Oh, there's got to be somewhere in the States.
Minnesota, Alabama. I'm calling it.
It's Minnesota.
Call it.
It should be happening
Minnesota.
in
Guess.
Florida.
I'll
call it Florida.
It is some crazy shit that be happening in Florida.
Bama.
Michigan.
Ah.
God damn it.
What did I say?
I said Bama.
What did I say?
You said
Minnesota.
Minnesota.
Damn it.
When weird shit happens, you just usually lean to Florida.
So basically what happened is that
Nah, that's PCP.
the kid who's 25 years old, Kevin Bacon, went on a date that he was on Grindr and was talking to the guy or whatever. I don't know if the guy had posted other pictures or something like that it wasn't really him. But he went.
This guy believes that he's part of a royal family.
So
And
the
that
guy
he's
has some
not
sort of a
him.
That's
mental
the
issue.
Epstein shit.
Hold on. Ooh, we can talk about Epstein in a minute.
We can wait for
Hold
that.
on. So basically, he went out on a date or whatever. Right now, I don't care if it's straight or whatever. Right. So be it a friend of mine or whoever, if you're going on a date with someone on from the internet or from any kind of a dating app, have someone that you know around the area, or at least know where you are. Right. So that someone can backtrack and be like, yo, I know this motherfucker is safe.
Right.
I don't care what like the other shit. Like if you want to go fuck or whatever, go do that. You're an adult.
But I think that
But
goes
at least one
across
location
the board.
sorry.
Not just
Nothing.
dating apps. It's like if you going out to meet somebody, even if you was going out to meet, if you were going out to meet Corey's friend, somebody should still know.
Corey, are we good or turn it light?
What?
We're good. Like the light.
Corey ain't got no friends with his lonely ass. Why you?
Thank you, James.
Why would you say something unbelievable? Like,
It's fine, or-
Thank
No,
you,
whatever.
James.
So
this is a serious conversation, Brianna.
so I don't know.
Yo, you can't take away my light.
I'm trying to help you.
So basically, the kid goes on a date with the guy, and this is on Christmas Eve. He goes out on the date. They meet. I believe they meet at the guy's house, or they return to the guy's house. Somehow they ended up at the guy's house. That's all right. Don't worry about it. And in the situation, so what happened is the guy ends up getting behind him.
Wait, time out. I just want to point this out. How charming was this guy for this to continue? You said the dude's pictures weren't what he
Brianna,
posted,
we
right?
good. Just
No, it's not right. It's darker.
What's darker?
Over here.
So turn it that way.
I did. It's not working.
That's
More.
fine. Right there.
frame it at the wall so it reflects.
No. You want it
Oh,
at
there you go.
you.
Right there.
Yeah. Okay.
You already stated that the guy did not match his pictures, right?
He didn't know that until after he got there, I would assume.
Right, but you said that it already went back to his house. You see what I'm saying?
No, I'm
This
thinking
guy-
they might have met there. That might have been
Oh,
where the
okay.
date started.
Okay.
Somehow they're at his house.
So somehow they end up at the guy's house. The guy ends up somehow getting behind him, and he stabs him in his back. Then he goes and proceeds to slice his throat. He goes and lays down whatever, I think it was like tarp or something they said, and hangs him by his feet at the house. Cuts his balls and penis off, cooks it and eats it. Police come and arrive, and the dude confesses all it immediately. The only reason that the police knew was that because the kid, when he had left his car parked somewhere, and they got into the car, found his phone, found the guy's information and stuff on Grindr app from his phone. The family was concerned and called the police for a wellness check because in the text, like the messages and stuff, it showed like he's supposed to meet up with this dude here. Yeah, I mean, so it's one of those situations where it's like a life is lost, but at the same time, it's like
It was preventable.
I didn't want time out. I didn't want to say that because you should be able to go out and be safe.
Yeah,
Yeah.
But
there
you
are
could have
precautions-
took.
There are precautions.
Yeah, you could have
I'm
took.
not blaming him.
No, exactly.
But there are
The
precautions.
guy
you
literally was
can
going on a date for Christmas Eve.
We
and
can't-
then-
well, people can't date no more.
It was the
No.
28th.
take. And this man clearly
The 28th?
had.
That's when they found him.
Yeah,
Mm.
I think
Yeah.
he was missing for a couple of days.
24th, yeah.
And this man clearly had like ill intent.
You.
You know what I mean? He was gonna find a.
Yeah, you can come over here.
She's gonna be. She got to tuck.
Brianna, she's on the internet.
I still don't give a fuck. She's not on our page on the WadCast.
But she's on the internet.
Trolls and shit though?
Yeah, that's what. The kid's fucking gorgeous. What
Yo,
kind of
who
troll?
gonna troll a thing like that?
Did you drop the dildo?
Yep, the whole thing. That's it, baby.
Oh, it's flopping.
Don't make me pull one out.
Mama, go ahead. Mama, get it.
That would imply you have more than one. That's terrifying.
Go ahead, go.
Mind your business.
That got the thing.
The ballsy super cock.
I was like,
We turn people's cars into unicorns.
don't piss them off.
Don't ask about it.
Don't piss them off.
So, keep going.
Yeah. So basically, it's like I feel like you should be able to go on a date and be safe, right? In the end of the like, regardless.
Yeah.
I get what you're saying too, because like we don't want to shit on this guy who lost his life to some sucker ass dude that
Had it-
just decided I'm
ill
gonna
intent.
kill somebody.
Yeah,
Like,
ill
yeah,
intent.
you already had it
Like-
premeditated.
How many people did he do this to?
I don't know, but here's the thing: is like not only did you do that, so I guess he got like sentenced to some crazy ass time because they did hit him with like murder and mutilation of a corpse and all that kind of stuff.
Yeah.
Now cannibalism, is that a law you can get or something you can get?
Yeah.
That's
Tried for it?
Not in all states. Not in all states. I
Yeah,
think.
yeah.
Oh yeah, that makes sense.
It's not. I don't think it's a universally illegal thing. It's just frowned upon.
Yeah.
Did you guys hear about that woman who was
My
keeping
nigga, don't do that.
a bunch of kids in her basement, but she owned a daycare?
No.
She
Where
owned-
was that?
It's a
it was
Vatican
somewhere in
shit.
Massachusetts, actually. It was actually.
Oh shit.
Yeah, she.
Brianna's like, wait a minute.
Brianna's about to get the moms. Brianna's
I gotta fact check that.
Brianna's about to get the moms and hit the streets, bro.
She owned this. She was running this daycare, and she had. I think it was.
Daycare
it was
murderer.
only
That
supposed to
shit's
be,
good.
No,
I'm
it
sorry.
wasn't a murder. It wasn't a murder. But it was like she did like kind of like kidnap these kids because she was only supposed to have 15 kids in the daycare.
15's a
Don't
lot.
you know my
Right.
homie got a kidnap? No,
The
man.
thing is, her daycare license.
You found it? Yo,
Hold on, first of all, it's old, okay?
Huh?
It's old.
How old?
But from Somerville,
Yeah,
Oh,
Alright, but how
shit.
old?
2015.
Oh, it's over.
Okay.
But like,
So maybe she just got tried for it.
yeah. the trial I think was in November,
Oh, okay.
November or September. One of the two.
Hold on.
Did you fact check this?
Okay, they're investigating an attempted kidnapping at a daycare center. Okay, wait, maybe that's not it. Man, oh, that's a man, right?
All right. So while you look that up, let us finish with the
Yes.
the thing. So my question to you guys, and I just want to see like what your situations are, your thoughts are. When you're talking to your friends who are using social media or any kind of a platform that's on the internet to be meeting people, what's your thoughts or take on it?
Bro, watch Get Out.
Yo,
Shit.
I'm dead ass.
nah, they met at like Whole Foods.
Dude,
No, I'm kidding, I'm kidding.
the only reason why I think like that shit can happen is because it's hypnosis.
What?
It's all hypnosis.
What's
Oh, what?
hypnosis?
Get Out, the whole concept.
Yeah.
Yeah. Okay.
That's why I can see it being possible.
No, you
Don't be careful who you date.
Take your high ass for a walk.
I think when there's certain precautions you gotta take when it comes to these things. You don't go alone. Like you gotta be in a public area.
Yeah, you don't go alone.
You talk about off the internet. You talk about off the internet.
I agree with
right?
like don't go alone. Like have somebody sit at the bar or
Yeah,
something
but
and just
it
be
has
in
to
the area
It
And
has
the
to be
number-
in a public area and
And I don't
and have
care
someone
what,
at least know where you're at.
but I don't care what time. Like, say for example, me and Derek, I was meeting Derek for the first time. He ordered my drink. No thanks. Order your own drink when you get there.
and you have to treat it as a first date.
Like ahead of
There's-
time, yeah.
You have to go back with the old school ideas
right.
of a first
All
date.
right, so
There
let's-
is no going back to their house.
I was gonna say.
There is no like none of that shit. None of the shit that we're used to being able to do. Like when you're meeting a person like online,
Marcus,
you can't.
You can find that. Find it.
Yeah, I'm checking.
Because it's literally giving me EEC credentials.
Oh. Did we put an alarm now?
No,
Technical difficulties. Sorry, guys.
not really, bro.
We're gonna have to flick it twice.
Flick it twice. Oh.
Let it react.
Let her react.
The one flick a quitter. Oh, that's nasty.
Yeah, and like when it comes to like internet dating, you can't go back on to their house on the first date. Like I mean, shit, the people you grew up knowing, like you don't know.
That's
Yeah,
what I was gonna say.
So you're gonna take a random chance on a stranger who you met on the first time.
How did he get him back to the house? Do we know?
I don't know if that was where
Get out
they
shit.
met originally or what, but
So
somehow it happened. They both ended up
Yeah.
at the guy's house, and
I'm
his
gonna-
car was parked somewhere.
Let me look because it said that they were at the 50-year-old's house.
Yeah, that's
Yeah,
what I'm saying.
yeah.
Yeah. That's what I'm saying. They went to the 50-year-old's house and found him.
Okay.
So wait, when
Um,
he walked into the house and saw the thing that he's getting ready to get hung off of, we didn't say.
Why do you have
What do
YouTube
you
open?
mean? It was his house.
Why
He
you-
knew. He
yeah.
knew what room to
You
stick
need that open
kid
or
in.
no?
I always keep it open.
When you're in someone
Oh.
else's house, they have all the power. They know where everything is. They know
course.
where they put everything.
Yeah, but like that's.
Derek already said the dude got behind the kid and stabbed him in the
Yeah,
back.
he stabbed
before
him in the back
anything.
first and then cut his throat.
So for all you know, he held the door open.
Yeah, it's
and just grabbed the knife that he put
yeah,
on the
it's
windowsill.
the Oreo, the one he had on.
It was in Colorado, guys.
Oh,
Colorado.
that-
So yeah, I
Send it
just
to Brianna.
like all right. Let's like what
Podcast.
what are your thoughts on
Oh, yes,
on it though?
yeah.
Like for your friend, you said like you like would want them to have someone there or be at a super public area. But like, what precautions would you tell somebody? Even because sometimes when you do that, they get defensive.
Carry a
Yeah,
knife.
so that's what I was gonna say. That's what
I'm
I
a
was
firm
gonna say.
believer in just
Cause
always making sure that you have some sort of
Protection. or something.
equalizer.
You. Ha. Oh Lord. Hold on, guys. Daddy do this.
I feel like.
I'll even tell you the knife to carry. Look up CRKT
Oh, yo,
CEO.
that's amazing.
Look it up. It's the perfect knife to carry for anybody who's like
cricket.
being inconspicuous. Look it up. It
It
looks like a little pin.
How about
You don't meet
you
them.
just stop meeting motherfuckers online?
No,
But that's the
'cause-
problem.
No, because people deserve to be
Why
happy.
shouldn't you have a life?
You see what I'm saying? People, because when you say stuff
Okay.
like that, it's not easy to meet people in
Okay,
this
but
world
you can't.
like the way it is now.
But
I mean before.
Okay, but that takes all of the work out of it. If we're talking back and forth all over the internet all the time, you can literally be who you want to be, do what you want to do. If I see you in my face, I'm catching a vibe real
Yo,
quick.
those days are over though.
It's
Yeah,
not.
no, they are.
Nowadays,
Because
when we go
name
to-
one time.
Yo,
Name.
When was the last time?
Pill.
When was the last time one of your friends? When was the last time one of your friends went to the bar by themselves, no friends?
But you don't have to go by yourself.
All right, I ask another question. Name one time like your friends met somebody outside of school or work.
y'all.
I
but
met.
that's
We
for
lived
you.
across the street.
Yeah.
But that's what I'm saying is
Yeah.
you have friends that can vouch for certain people
Mhm.
instead of like, oh, I'm this hot chick.
Be easy.
See, but
um,
that's
Time
the
out.
thing.
Hold
That's
on.
the- like, people are different.
Friend of a friend kind of deal.
Yeah, but even
Time out. You got a close situation to you that it was a friend of a friend.
I'm not talking about kids though,
I'm in general.
but I'm talking about adults.
How many times do you? Yeah, exactly. But still, like,
And
the-
not
even
and not
that
every,
shit
but
gets fucked up.
yeah,
But
but not everybody's gonna mesh, right? So you're like, oh, I have a single friend, you're single, why don't y'all go out? They might not mesh, but that's okay. That's a natural thing. You see who that person is, you know who that person is, you know who that person is. Y'all know
just stop
who that
using these
is.
fucking dating apps and go to like Whole Foods or church or something.
Yeah.
But even with the friends of a
Halfway,
friend,
yes.
that's limited too. That's a
I only
limited
mean
pool of
halfway,
stuff because
because
your
I'm-
friends know limited people.
I think.
Yeah,
I
but
think.
at least they're real.
And at the same time, if it's a
Wait,
mutual
what that
friend,
mean? Because the people on the apps, sometimes they be real.
They can be who they want to be. So
Yeah.
who's to say that they are real?
Yeah.
Well, what about when you get sex robot fished?
But
Sex fish robot. What?
Bitch,
at
what?
the same,
Catfish
but
robot?
at the
Oh,
same time,
little robot.
Hi, baby. I want to see your bobs.
Yeah. Ooh, nice bobs.
Just
but
do it
at the
to
same
me.
time,
Oh,
there's-
you
there's-
sexy.
there's-
Fuck you.
There's
In your
two
butt.
different things that play a part in this. If that's a mutual friend of somebody else, they're going to play a part and say, "Oh yeah, I know this guy. This guy's this, that, and the third, or this woman is this, that, and the third."
Okay, what if he was
Hold
cool
on,
in
hold
high
on,
school,
hold on.
and then he's a murderer?
Hold on.
That's
You
true.
see,
Niggas change.
exactly.
Okay.
People try to make somebody better than what they are. There could be somebody out there that's sitting there cheating on his girlfriend. Like, yo,
Damn,
homie,
nigga.
yo,
That
homie,
time out.
my
That
boy-
don't make time
yo,
out.
homie,
Time
wait,
out.
wait,
Make him a
Hold
piece of
on.
shit.
I was gonna say.
That don't make him a piece of
Just
shit.
because a motherfucker cheat don't make him a piece of shit.
But the friend is the one that
I don't
says,
know. I don't know
"Oh,
where you
yeah,
stand.
Your friend might be a piece of shit.
Time out. No.
Can I finish, please?
You
Please, let me
you
finish.
got no loyalty.
But the friend could be like, yo, we was over here doing that, this, that, and the third.
Brianna's face was so neutral. I don't know where she stands.
But at the same
She's
time,
like,
even if you meet the person on the internet or at a bar or in a club, motherfuckers is weird. There's no telling.
who you hanging out?
But you
with?
can, but you can,
There's no
but you
telling.
can catch, but you can catch a vibe. You can feel it out. I could look at you and be like,
Yo.
I'm a little uncomfortable.
Yo,
Nah,
you
nah,
know,
'cause
you
I'm
know
me.
the
Nah,
fucking
you-
vibe.
Listen, ass vibe and be like,
Listen,
but I'm funny, bitch.
A legit predator
then start
doesn't give
funny,
off that
bitch.
energy.
Because if
Because I'm weird funny. I'll be like, I'll stab you, but you'll like it.
Wait, time out. What's stabbing
Wait,
then?
what we talking about?
Oh, you nasty. He's talking stabbing.
A legit predator does not give out that kind of
Nah,
energy.
they
You
don't.
can't
Nah.
predict them.
Yeah.
Why do you think these serial killers have so many kills?
They fucking hone their skills with cats
Right.
and shit first.
They had the intention.
They
of
do.
deceiving-
They start with small animals and
Yeah.
work their way up.
Like-
So if they can catch a fucking wild ass cat and kill it, they gonna catch your dumb drunk ass.
Sneaking up on birds.
Shit, you ever try to catch someone's
Yo, I was
domestic?
gonna ask you a question real quick.
You
Yeah,
ever
the
try to catch a
skunk?
domesticated cat? Them niggas don't want to be touched.
Do you think Dexter
remember
was
Corey
on the
killed a
spectrum?
skunk too? Who? Dexter?
The
Yeah.
serial killer?
Yeah, but all of
He started
Corey's
with
kills
small
were like
He
accidental.
started with
They were like
Right,
they
right.
were
He started with
like
like birds
they're
and
more
stuff,
like
right?
kill assist
Yeah.
if it was a video game. He got half the point.
Yo, leave me alone. Yo.
Who?
No, hold on. But I did kill two birds with a roll. I mean,
One with a roll of the fucking scotch tape. There was
And
like
then what was the other one? What
The
was
masking
back?
tape.
the small
It
one.
was in the same week too, right?
Oh, I don't know.
Yeah, it was pretty
It
close.
was like,
This motherfucker out here balling. All right, so just to close out on it, we all feel. Actually, let's get your take on it. What do you think? Like for like whoever, like if they're using the dating app, what do you think?
I mean, I just
Or
feel
social
like
media.
I feel like if you don't want to tell a lot of people that you going on
Just
a
out there
date
trying
or
to get
whatever,
dick. Yeah.
you don't have to, but you need to tell at minimum one person, and you have to leave. Nowadays, you have to leave your location on.
Yeah.
I want like one of my friends, she was going on a date. She was like, "Oh, I'm going on a date. Here's his name. Here's his picture. Here's his phone number. We're going to this restaurant." And then she left her location on. So I was checking, and then I was like, "When you get home, text me and let me know that he has left and that you're good."
Yeah.
And that's how it has to be. It sucks,
Yeah,
but
make
that's
sure.
how
No,
you
no,
have to
it's
be.
due diligence.
You know
You
what?
you care about this person and you
And
want
I
to see
saved
them
it.
alive. Yeah.
Dating has changed.
How'd that
and
go?
the
Motherfucker light
procedures
that
have
up?
to change along
Lit
with
it up, I guess.
Ooh wee.
Still here.
Ooh wee.
I mean, how often do we say these old people around the country are outdated and don't understand like
That's us,
modern?
bro.
You know what I mean? They don't understand the modern lifestyle.
I feel like an old person.
we also have to.
No, we are literally the old person.
We also have to
old people.
modernize ourselves. Dating has changed,
Yeah.
so the way we go about it has to change. with
I
it.
got an idea.
Mm.
I got a great idea
What?
It's
Hold on.
for dating apps.
Oh,
You have to upload your license picture
To
fuck that.
to create the profile
to the people though,
to the people.
not your.
Nope.
Uh-huh.
So then that way,
That's dangerous as shit.
No, it's people.
You gonna bring the killers like?
Just your
there's a problem
picture.
here. There's a problem here.
It's not your whole license. It's just a picture.
Oh, just a license
I
picture.
get that.
Got you.
I get
Okay.
that, but here's a problem.
Well, you don't have a license. You don't get to be on an app.
Okay, hold on.
You
They
shouldn't
send
be.
you the picture of the license.
Good segue.
They
Hurry up.
send you the picture of the license, right?
Yep.
Now, does every picture have to match that picture on the license that you
No.
upload?
Oh,
Do you look like yourself?
So 2 pictures. You have to give 2 pictures. One
That's
license
what I'm
picture and
saying.
one recent
I
picture.
don't think he
of
has
yourself.
dreads in his picture. No,
I do.
I'm kidding.
I do.
They're like, yo, what go on, man?
I'm just saying that, or like it doesn't have to be licensed, like an ID or whatever. But I feel like that is gonna be like, wait a minute, bitch.
Right.
You don't look like that.
That's my exact point.
You're who?
Right.
Who sent you?
No.
Alright, what's your thing?
Oh, the segue? Yeah, so perfect segue. The age barrier or age requirement to be using social medias and apps.
21.
So if you it should be 18, I think.
That's still.
Nope, 18 because
It's legal.
I
for me,
get it.
fucking should start at 16, 17. Like start.
Yeah.
Because some people are more mature. I'll fucking fight her and whoever.
Yeah,
I'll fight her and her girlfriend.
I get that argument. Some people are more mature than others, but some people aren't. That's
No,
why
exactly.
it's 18.
Yeah.
That's why it's 18.
What, to start fighting?
No, that's
I'm
why
like,
the
it's not
legal
no
age.
legal age,
That's
start
why
fucking.
the legal age
Of consent.
of consent
Yeah, the only
is
reason,
18.
And it's 16?
the only reason why I would say 21
No,
for these dating
no,
sites is
that's
because
not
most of these
statutory.
people are
That's
gonna
not
bring
statutory,
liquor to the
isn't it?
situation.
Look, I ain't worried about it. I ain't fucking.
I mean,
kids,
yeah.
You know what I mean?
Huh?
I can see a lot of people bring a liquor to the situation.
I think they average off
what?
liquor into situations.
God damn it! No, America, you need to bump that shit up.
Yep.
We need to
Matt,
bump that
the
shit up.
legal age
in
of
mass,
consent in mass is 16.
We only worried about here.
That's
So-
way
Do
They are
cows have to
legally-
give consent to have sex?
Who?
Did you just say?
Corey, you ever give consent?
They
to
are
have
legally
sex?
old enough to consent to participation in
wanted, so
sexual
I don't have
activity.
to.
Okay.
So wait,
So-
what? Then
so
why
for me, I think-
statutory?
Statutory rape.
Yeah, why is that a thing then?
You're still a
Statutory
criminal.
rape is
You're still a
before.
fucking criminal.
That's
I don't
so.
care.
Time out. You can still get in trouble for statutory rape if you have sex with a 16-year-old and you are of age. If you're 18, you can get in trouble for it.
Well, yeah, you can.
Wait,
give-
what's the federal law for it?
Oh, I don't know.
That might be what it is.
It don't matter because it's governed. What's that?
Oh, it says Massachusetts statutory rape law is violated when a person has consensual sexual intercourse with a child under 16.
Mhm.
So
Right, but
at
you have
16,
to be over 18, though, right?
No, yeah, you have to be an adult.
Yeah.
Yeah, you have to be over 18.
Well, that's not true though, because there was 2 16-year-olds and one of the 16-year-olds got in trouble for, and they tried to hit him
Did
with
they, have
statutory rape.
did they have a picture of the kid on their phone?
What does that mean?
Oh
Like
yeah,
a
because
nude-
that
a-
could be considered
child
child.
No.
pornography.
They was like
Yeah.
the 2 literally had sex and it got out, and then the parents got mad and tried to charge this kid up.
Well, they
remember-
tried to-
I remember
that's the
parents,
I don't know. I think he
remember
just.
that-
Time,
I
I
remember
think
that
he
case
just.
story.
I think he just licked their daughter
That was
up, and
the
they weren't
case.
happy about it. Anyways,
When was that?
the age of 6. Let's not have 2 conversations going at once.
Fuck your
So,
conversation.
go ahead.
No, it was when he was talking about the kids were about the same age, like 16. Let's say they were both 16.
I was saying that.
No. Horror story.
Ah.
And
Hold on. Go ahead.
No,
No,
yeah.
the boy had pictures of his girlfriend naked, and they hit him with child porn.
Yeah. Oh yeah, that makes sense though. Like you just gotta get that shit off the internet. Like it shouldn't even be a thing.
No, we don't.
It was just on his phone.
I don't
You didn't
care.
express
It
it,
shouldn't
you're
be
right.
there because someone could take the
You're
phone or
absolutely
whatever. Go ahead.
You're absolutely right.
I'm a little confused. All right, age of consent is 16, right?
Yeah.
Statutory rape is
Under
like
16.
sex with a person under 16.
That's kind of just an umbrella or a cushion
Yeah.
thing to
But
make
it-
the parents feel safer.
So then it says the age of consent is raised to 18 if the victim is of a chaste life and the offender induces them to have a sexual intercourse.
Oh, that
Oh,
makes
okay.
sense. So that's but that chastity, like the
Yeah.
virgin didn't.
Yes.
Yeah, that makes sense. Because
But
think
wait,
about
so-
that's when you
Nah,
start.
that's not fair.
No,
though.
it's 100% fair. Because
Grooming.
guess
That's
what?
a
They
lie.
talk about
No,
grooming,
because
right?
the kid
No,
lied
no.
and said that they was a virgin when they met him.
No, this
There's
way's
a
to
way.
prove
Or
that
her,
shit.
you motherfucker! What the hell?
True. Guys can get rid too. Anyways, yeah, that was
Right.
pretty fucking toxic.
That was.
So what I will say though
My
is like
bad.
that is a very smart thing to put in as an underlying thing because if you think about it, how many goody like I don't say good two shoes, but good like genuinely good people you know that don't get caught up in any kind of a street thing end up getting hustled and fucked over by somebody because they ran their game on them. That's smart as shit. Because now it's like you knew what you were doing. You ran like someone's not as street smart as you.
Nigga, I just said that.
I never
But
said
wait,
you did
so
it.
what's this?
You said no when I said like grooming. You were like,
Oh
no.
no! I thought when you said typically when they say grooming, you ain't that when it becomes like molestation and
So wait.
like rape? Like
Well, type, but
you
you
groom
like-
early?
Yeah.
No.
I just
Grooming
wanna-
is when you try to convince somebody
Okay.
to perform sex for you.
Yeah, that's fine.
I just want to clarify because, so age of consent 16,
16. Yep.
statutory rape
Yep. Anybody under 16?
under 16
With an adult.
unless they
Stop clapping.
are over 16 and have not yet had sex, or over 18 and have not yet had sex.
Okay. Yeah. So
No, there's more nuance to that. Like
The cutoff is 18.
because no, they're saying living a chaste life. That's very specific.
yeah, like you're
Because if she
you're
willing-
actively not
'Cause
trying
if
to have
he
sex.
or she willingly was like, yes, I want to have sex with you, that's not gonna get you in trouble. But if you're going out of your way to convince them,
Come on.
Yeah,
dude.
but it's that's
let me
what I'm saying. It's
let
still
me just
rape.
stick to just the tip.
yeah,
wanna see what it feel like.
That's more
Oh,
of
God.
that's more where you get. In
But
trouble.
that's when
What
it
does it tip
changes
in?
to
He kept
18.
coaxing me into it, and eventually
but
I
what
just
is
did
it?
it.
exactly.
Where
Huh?
does it tip in?
I'm not.
I don't know.
That's a
Oh,
trap.
God.
Don't answer that.
Next,
Don't answer
next.
that. That's a trap.
Do you
Fuck you.
like push past all the important shit? Like I don't know. So, the reason why I say this with the whole age on social medias and things like that is that I do not feel that a lot of these websites and stuff are combing through and taking out all the kids that are underage using it. Now,
Absolutely not.
I'll say this: Instagram eventually catches on and does a decent job at it. Twitter is horrible with it. My biggest issue right now is with YouTube, some of the gaming platforms, and the biggest one is TikTok. My biggest issue with TikTok, you guys know about it at all? You guys see like those videos of people like showing their little dance moves to the
Yeah.
thing? So it's kind of like Vine, where you do like a small clip, and most people do some sort of a choreography, right?
Right.
Now, if you go and look, I bet you like the top 5
Probably kids.
are all young girls. And these girls are the ones that are on the front page or whatever of their website or whatever. You can go on your Snapchat right now and go look, and they're like, oh, check my TikTok. Now, I wouldn't have an issue with this if there was just, like, I'm sure there's kids that are just doing it to do the dancing and all the little cameo things with their friends and stuff. Like, someone do a dance, then it goes to the next person, they dance, right? My issue with this is that when you have these girls who are 14, 15, 16 on there wearing spaghetti tank tops and, you know, tight whatever, like, you know, wear whatever you want to
Where
wear
are the
comfortably.
parents?
But when you're doing it and you're dancing salacious, you're dancing provocative.
Right.
Now this website should be held accountable because now you are advertising a child who is putting themselves out there
Right.
sexually
On your tops.
on and they're your top bringing it. Some of these kids got millions of followers.
And I bet you they're all over 30.
And no, time out. And like that's absolutely right. Especially when you hear TikTok and stuff going, oh, it's in our guidelines, so that like that
So-
removes us from it.
No, nigga,
no.
it holds you to it.
Right, but you know what I'm saying?
Yes.
Oh, and they violated
Yes.
it. Now they like
So they should be
YouTube
booted.
trying to say it was on the
guidelines-
parents. YouTube just got hit. Remember I was telling you
Yeah.
about the copper thing?
But that's the
So,
problem. That's the
so
problem.
all right. Does TikTok have an age requirement, Brown? Because I get it, like kids want to do it.
TikTok? Yeah. Let me
Okay.
That should be fine.
So
Like, kids should be able to
Facebook
do it, but
claims to have a-
you know how they have YouTube Kids, YouTube Lite, or whatever the hell. Do something like that with TikTok, where the younger kids can get on this,
Right.
right? But when you put them all in a pool,
Yeah.
it starts to get real dangerous, real weird too. You know what I
Right.
mean? Like, and then the worst part about it is like sometimes
It's at least 13 to use the app.
that's too young. That's too young for it, where it could be at least 13 and anybody else can use it.
So they're trying. So somebody, common sense, whatever they are,
Mhm.
said that it needs to be at least 16, and that anyone under the age of 18 must have approval by a parent. But there are plenty of young.
But how do you?
Fine.
How did you
There's
make
nothing
sure-
wrong with the kids using it, but
Hold on a
when you
second.
got these girls doing it and it's
But I got a
sexual, like,
question.
come on, like, we're not
Corey,
stupid.
confirmation
You got your little baby titties out. Like, what are you doing?
And dog,
You're
I
going after
I
a
can
very
take my
specific
mother's phone
demographic.
at
I'll say
13.
I know. Whoa. Why you? Why
Hold on a
you?
second. Yo, hold on a second. We're having two
No.
conversations.
What?
At 13, you was able to go get your mother's phone and text your friend off your mother's phone.
True.
Right?
Not. Well, I mean, not. No, I wasn't.
Well,
I don't think we
I'm
had
just-
cell
I'm
phones
just
like that.
saying-
But go
I'm
ahead.
just saying, but like
We had that Nokia.
like,
That brick.
it happens.
Brick motherfucker head.
But it happens. I'm talking about in this age.
But
You
you
could
still
do
turns
that.
on.
At the,
Corey, kids these days is different, dog. They don't even know what about an aspirin.
Playing?
Kayla, you okay? All right.
All right. So this day and age, a 13-year-old can go get their phone.
They probably have their own.
Yeah, they
Yes, but this is what I'm saying.
Let 'em
You're
get it
using
out.
your phone and your mother's phone to get the confirmation code that you're talking
True.
about. So that doesn't count.
It
How are
doesn't-
you
yeah, it
gonna
doesn't-
get
it
your
doesn't help it.
parents' permission and make sure it's the parents' permission?
I'm not gonna lie, it's a dope ass hat.
Confirmation email.
But it's the same
to the
thing.
phone.
The
Yeah.
email is usually you don't have your email linked to your phone.
I do, but
That's what I'm
So
saying.
good.
So
I have
Alright.
a password on my email.
All right, I got it.
how many kids know their parents' passwords?
Here we go.
They make the account for the
Go ahead.
I got to answer,
I
but it's
know.
going to make us a lot of money, and I don't want to say it on that. Someone's going to steal
So
it.
hold
I
it.
got his money.
Go ahead.
The parents have to upload their license picture.
Live. I give permission.
Take a picture, yeah.
Shit, I just made us some money. We get rich.
Yeah. So that's my angle with it, like the TikTok thing. Like, what do you? Like, I don't know. I just feel like it's just you're extorting in a way. You're extorting these young girls most of the time. Like, I'm sure that. Can you look and see what the top TikTokers are? Like who the
Bro, Ryan's being extorted.
dude? Ryan's another. That's a whole another thing. Ryan is an anomaly. The way
Yeah,
that
that
kid
shit-
blew up.
He's-
Crazy.
Jesus,
Yeah,
man.
he's a freak.
That
Like, that's
shit-
just
In,
Wow.
two, in,
All
2000,
the
in
toys?
2015, Homeboy made $11 million, and then 2017
This chick.
made $22 million, and he's
and bought his parents
he's
a house.
estimated this year to make almost double to triple that.
This chick is number one.
Oh, but she's of age. She does Disney, I think. Too.
Ugh, no,
Is she
no.
though?
I think
Are
so.
we sure about that?
Yeah, I think so. She's number one.
2000. So she's 20.
See what I'm saying?
She's 19.
Yeah, but still, I think she does Disney or something.
Yeah, but
I
she's
feel like I
been
seen her
on here
somewhere.
for a little while.
Yeah, probably. But I'm just saying, like, it's the same shit. Like, half these girls.
Yo, hold on, yo, cause now me
Damn.
and James remember that dark episode of Law and Order.
Which
Disney
By
kids.
default,
Disney
look,
kids.
I got it.
Disney kids. got it.
All right, here. Who is the most famous TikTok star? I'm not gonna give out names,
Uh-huh.
Okay.
but
I'll
the
just give
number
age.
one,
Yeah.
number one.
Yeah.
Just guess. Did y'all see it?
Yeah.
I saw it. I saw it.
14.
14. Wow.
14.
14. So you have 1, 2, 3. You have at least 3 out of
Is anybody over?
the 8 that are underage.
Did we all just get notified? That was y'all too.
Oh, so here we go. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7.
Yes.
7 out of 12.
My guy's
underage.
brows is serious.
Yo.
How many of those are girls?
She's
1, 2. Oh, out of the
Out of
underage.
total,
1,
yeah.
2,
You know what? It's
Two.
not fair. to
2 out of how many
call
people?
them
12.
girls.
Oh,
'cause
they
you don't
keep
know
going.
what they
Can I ask a question?
identify as.
Man, I just told you in the beginning of this podcast.
Why is your lighting
I
so
don't give a
good?
fuck.
Like, I can't even get lighting in my room to, like this. What
No,
is
this is
Who
fine.
they pay?
Buy-
Who the fuck did they pay to take these pictures?
Buy a light ring.
Yeah, that's what everyone's
Those
using.
things are fire, bro.
A light ring?
Literally, it's like a thing.
It's a
Like
real
LED
light,
light.
bro.
thing.
Oh, I know you're talking about. Okay.
Bro.
This thing.
And they're not expensive at all. Actually, I should get one. So when I do like photography for food.
But when I hear shit like this, and I
18
look
bills.
at like these ages of how young these children are, these babies.
Yeah.
I just want to like give up on people.
Yeah, it's just
Cause I'm telling you
sick.
right now,
it's sick.
It's
It's
sick.
bad.
4 years from now, you're gonna know people who go, yeah, I followed them from the beginning of their career.
I'm like,
And
bro,
you're
she
gonna be
was
like, why?
12.
Nigga,
You
why?
said
Why are you bragging about that?
Yeah, but I think part of it too is you have a lot of people that are like, my kid watches that. Okay, but you watching it too. You know
Yeah.
what I mean? Like you're gonna
But-
have teenagers that are okay. You're gonna look at other teenagers, but
Yeah. When you start
You
making
still-
the comment too, like, yeah, she do got
look,
big titties.
I get
She's
the
13.
my kid watches it. You know, like there's a lot of shit out there you don't want your kid
Hey, Dad,
to see.
she's really
So you gotta vet it
developing.
out. That's different. I'll
Yeah, but-
give you the
You're
benefit of the
absolutely
doubt
right, son.
100% of the time.
but it's in the wording. It's in the wording. My kid tried to watch that.
Right. No. What I'm saying
My
is,
kid watches it like we watch it together on Saturdays.
look,
Saturday.
no, but I get it because you.
Yo, can you turn your thing on
'Cause-
vibrate?
Off vibrate.
I can reverse that in the argument. You know what I mean? Like we all watch Beat Bugs.
That's the jam.
We
No,
watched
no,
it.
shit, though.
We
That's that shit.
why?
Yeah.
Because Kaylee watched it. That's how we got into it. No.
Kaylee's
that
ahead of
noise.
his time.
But
Yeah.
but just like we were talking
Okay.
about Ryan, you know what I mean? You occasionally watch a Ryan video with Kaylee. No, yes or no?
Yep.
Okay.
I got caught
So-
watching them unbox toys.
So if someone asks you that, you'd be like,
oh, that's the
you'd be like,
Galactic Ranger.
my kid watches that.
Yeah.
You're watching it with her too, right?
Mhm.
That's a completely different thing than you bragging about you doing it by yourself. I watch Ryan all the time.
Yeah. So let's talk about Ryan.
You see what I'm saying? But you see what I'm saying? It's like you said, it's in the wording. It's completely different. When you say I'm watching it with my kid, I'll give you the benefit of the doubt 100% of the time. But if you're just stating it yourself,
Yeah, bro. I was there from the beginning.
yeah, like that's why?
It's not weird. It's not weird. I was on TikTok.
Why?
I was on TikTok.
That's not weird. She popped up. Whatever. How am I supposed to know she's underage?
And that's also the.
It's like, bro,
thing-
it says it.
But that's also
12.
that's also a thing too. Is
You're bringing the people know now. Oh, she's this old. I could go look at it.
no,
You know what the TikTok thing reminds me of?
isn't it? I mean, I haven't been on TikTok, but isn't it like random? Like it's like one
Yeah.
screen that just
I don't
randomly.
know. I don't
No.
know that. I
Wait,
don't know
time
that.
I
out.
don't like
TikTok
that.
is live?
Yeah,
I thought it's pre-recorded, like a recorded video you post.
Live. But here's my
The
thing.
fuck?
TikTok reminds me
It's so
of.
much worse.
You guys remember AIM?
Hi, I'm T. Always let you know.
Does it
when
not
she's
remind
on
you of
TikTok.
AIM? How anybody could just randomly hit you
I don't
up?
watch him though.
Yo, but AIM was fire, dog.
But
That's
this is
different.
like the
I
new.
got
That's
it.
different.
Yeah,
AIM, nah, because you didn't get to see pictures and shit of people.
Or the dances and shit like
Yeah.
that. Yeah, that's
Like
true.
a motherfucker can go look, like James said, and just
Yeah.
watch this 12-year-old
Don't watch.
dance
for
however.
hours.
Put it on a video. Fuck it.
No.
And you
It's
don't
not
need.
weird.
You
We're gonna
don't
get the
need.
hypnotized.
Yeah, you don't need to make an account.
No.
I got no.
That's so
the
bad.
problem.
Listen, I don't.
So hold on, I didn't even know that shit was live.
The only reason I know about that
Do
is
you need
because hi, I'm T. Always
I
lets you
don't
know.
know who that is.
Hi, I'm what?
My name's T.
I don't know who that is.
You don't want- you know-
we'll
Why are
take
you
it
touching
later.
me ever so gently? Oh.
So
Because-
here's
because it's a
here's
so-
Can you put on one of the videos so we can see?
yeah, but hold on. Here's the part of the issue is they took TikTok and they took another app called Musically.
Yeah, musically.
And
Yeah.
combined them. So Musically
Now is that TikTok or what is it called?
now
It's just part of
just
TikTok.
Music
Yeah.
talk.
But that's the problem is Musically
Used to be.
used to be for kids and the kids were using it heavily and
Oh,
now that
I
they
got you. So it's all TikTok, but still, that's you should have
You
definitely rolled out a different kind of a platform for it or something.
And prepared for it.
Yeah, that's
Like if you knew that there was gonna be a bunch of
so.
children
So the
rolling
reason
in,
why they bought Musically, because I remember that because Mia kept sending you videos, right?
Yeah.
They were like that. I don't know if you guys know what Cameo
Hold
is.
on, what did the Mia use?
Musically.
Before it went to TikTok.
Then
Yeah.
it got bought out. They bought it out because they were the competition. They probably were eventually gonna pass them because you could do the Cameo thing,
Okay.
where it was like.
Oh, the duets
I
and
do,
shit.
yeah.
That's
I do
where
a
that
part
came
of the
from.
song, then it's your part, and you sing or dance or however, and then you can put like all types of graphics and effects on it.
Oh, but it's the same.
What musically? That's fine because it was kid oriented.
Yeah.
Yeah, I mean, if it targeted kids and that's it, like cool. But TikTok, it doesn't. It's supposed to be everybody. Where everybody really should have started at 16.
Yeah.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
And
Like musically should have just been there. This is for the kids,
right.
and then TikTok is for 16 and up, 17 and up, whatever it might be. You know
And
what I mean?
Brianna, I
So
wouldn't
it
be
said-
surprised if they updated their terms of service to 13
Yeah.
to roll in the
Yeah.
children from Musically, right?
So it says this was in March of 2019. It said that TikTok announced a child-friendly version of the app because they were fined $6 million.
Wow. When you guys leave?
Like,
It's 9.
yeah.
Cause I'll keep going, but just us. I'm good at this. I'll talk shit. I'm gonna kick my feet up. I'll say it right
Let's
now.
let's do these shots and then like
What
another
about-
15 minutes.
Brianna, what about the app Thriller? Thriller? I see a lot of rappers using that app to post their music and
What's that?
you know what I mean?
Let's knock these down.
Let's take these shots.
Excuse me. Are you going fishing? Are you going?
Do you know
Your
the app?
timer.
What? What are you yelling about? Oh, the rolling. I remember that game. We'll play in a minute. I'll play with you, okay? Yeah, we gotta do the
I'll be
thing
right,
again.
like 10 minutes, okay? That's for 12. That's 12.
Sorry, just well. Yeah, let's knock this down when she's done with that.
Are using that to post their music, and they dance to the music a lot and all that other good stuff.
Oh, the baby uses it.
What's it called?
Thriller?
I mean, little baby.
Thriller. Yeah. So,
One of them babies.
It's a smart baby.
can you listen? Post one. Can you not post, but can you pull up one of the videos from TikTok?
Like what though?
Just
Go on
pick up one of the videos.
Go on TikTok.com. TikTok.com.
.com.
Pull up one of T's videos because that way I know it's not a
Wait a
channel.
minute, T's on TikTok?
Yes. Hi, my name's
You want a
T.
compilation?
I don't know who that is. Yeah, sure.
Oh,
Yeah, because if it's from TikTok, look. First one.
Okay.
If it's from TikTok,
Let's count them.
like this is
How old do you think she is?
probably 16,
16?
17. But it's kind of the same thing. Like it's like no audio's on, right?
I don't think.
Shouldn't be, no.
Okay.
No, it's not.
Just do your two-step, right?
Yeah, I'm just saying,
Buy a
like,
drink.
watch, like, the next one's probably gonna be the same thing. That you're seeing
Yeah.
it being like, oh
Oh,
wow,
she gonna fall in the-
he
what the-
he. Look at that backflip. What the hell?
Wow, he caught air.
Height, bro.
Hell yeah.
I've-
For him? Got a cramp for him.
See what I'm saying? Like,
She's
They
young.
did the
She's
effect
14.
like that?
all I'm saying is, like, there's a lot of gyrating and stuff that's going on,
Yeah, but-
right? Look at
And
all
then the
of
door's
them
gonna
wearing the
kick in and
same.
the
See,
FBI walked on you
that's
on
the
bus up.
person I always see
Shit.
advertised.
Why are you
Who's- I
guys
don't know
putting
who
me on
these
a
are.
fucking
Yeah.
I know
list?
who it
I don't want to.
is.
But I don't know. It's always the same kind of generic person of some sort, race or whatever. But they're all kind of the same dances and whatnot, and they're all kind of dressed the same. See what I'm saying?
But
Like,
where
it's,
these dances come from?
I'm sure it's like a
Somebody starts it.
internet
so,
wave kinda
so,
deal.
like somebody starts it and then says
What
something
the hell
about.
is that?
I'm just saying, like, the little bitch like flicked her little ass up. Like, what are you doing?
Yeah, and it just keeps going.
Yeah, so that's just what I'm saying.
Point proven. I get
No,
it.
no, they're covered. I'm just saying that that's not a 100% like appropriate thing to be doing.
Right.
They're sitting
especially
there
when
gyrating and shit underage.
Especially when there's these rings out there.
See, my issue
And
is
you got to
you know
use
that
it-
there are a bunch of creeps that are being.
Oh
for the-
my
at least-
God.
At
Yo,
least.
guys,
All right,
Oh,
you
There's a
can
rabbit hole
cut
here.
that.
But
Yeah.
I
Can I
feel
just-
like it's. I'm sorry, and I know like, and I know.
Why are you sorry?
Are you sorry?
I'm saying in general that I understand like some shit that I did behind my mom's back. There was no way that she was gonna find out about it. But nowadays, it's so fucking easy to track.
Yeah.
It's so easy to go in your phone and see what apps you've been using. It's so easy to see what your
Where you're
username
at.
is. I could, if I know my daughter's username, I'm making a TikTok. I'm gonna go search her,
But here's the
and
thing.
I'm gonna moderate that.
Oh, hold on, here's the thing. Because
Yeah,
there's a
you're an
deeper part
involved
here.
parent kind of
There's a
deal.
deeper
Yeah.
part here.
Yeah.
Your daughter has her location on, right?
Always, and if
The
not, that's my
40-year-old
phone.
The 40-year-old follower has her location on.
And
He knows where she's at.
no, you can
Yeah.
share. No, you can
wait.
So
share.
what? TikTok?
If I put my Snapchat
can-
location
Oh,
on right
yeah.
now,
Yeah,
or
everybody
my
can
TikTok
follow.
Yeah,
location,
but
on
hold
me,
on,
your
hold
followers
on.
can know you're at.
Hold on.
I don't know.
You can
Yo, this
change-
shit is so.
See what I'm
Oh,
saying?
it's ridiculous.
It's
TikTok got.
You can change
It's
that
so
type of stuff.
invasive. Yeah.
But wait, you
yeah,
can
sure.
change it. So I can block. I can
She's
literally.
doing the preventative thing as a parent.
Right,
But
right.
I'm
As
saying-
a parent, you're doing what you're
I
supposed to
can
do.
literally be like, only you three know where my location is all the
All
time.
the time, exactly.
Nobody else is gonna know that.
Right.
Yeah.
You know what I
Right.
mean? So, especially with the phones now, I can track that phone, whether or not you have your location on, and if that one time you don't have your location on, that's my phone and that's your ass.
Yeah,
Brianna,
okay.
that's wonderful. That's a tool that you're using, and you should be. Most parents aren't.
yeah,
Because they're
but-
fucking stupid.
Yeah,
Brianna,
but that's what we're talking
Brianna,
about. We're worried about
hold
these
on,
kids
alright.
with stupid
We're
parents.
worried about
That's
the
what- that's what I'm getting
Brianna.
at.
So
That's
then,
what I'm getting at.
then
Or
they
that.
they should start getting fined.
Because here's the thing, it's like, oh ma, can I get this?
No,
app?
because they always got the fallback of saying
Ma, can
it
I
happened
have,
on your
can,
platform.
Ma, can I
Yeah,
have this
and
app?
but-
Hold on a second, because ma, can I get this app? Yes, child, go ahead. Yeah, child, go ahead. Right. So now the kid has the app. The parent doesn't know what this app is, so they don't know there's a location on.
But the parents should.
You shouldn't let your kid get an app that you don't know about.
Exactly.
You
Corey,
shouldn't.
Yes, it's a
shouldn't.
very dangerous word.
Yeah. Yeah. That's why I don't say it. I say yeah.
You need. If you say yes, you need to follow up on that
Yeah, for real.
all the time, especially when it comes to a child. Because, like you said, most parents aren't going to be keeping up with all the latest trends,
Right.
especially nowadays.
There's too many of them.
There's too many of them.
It's-
So
I-
the moment
remember when
you're-
everything was a challenge? It's fucking stupid.
The
But-
moment a child asks, "Hey, can I download? What is it?
What is it?
I need to know everything you
You little
need to
shit.
know, and I need to be able to look it up on YouTube
Yeah.
and find out more than you do.
And
Yeah,
then
you
all
little
these
shit.
kids' apps have these microtransactions.
You can, yeah.
That you can put a password on. So I don't understand the fact that
Oh,
all
you
these
hate?
people, I hate it. I hate it.
Oh shit.
Everyone's like,
you guys.
My
She's
kid,
clapping off
my
camera.
kid used my debit card and ordered $700 on freaking Amazon.
What was that
Okay, just like the whole $700 thing, is the same thing with the location I was talking about.
Bitch, take your fucking
Yeah,
debit
what
card
up,
off your
brother?
phone. Not you. I'm saying like.
Well,
Yo,
you stop
I
acting
keep telling her
one.
watch
If
that
you-
fucking
I
B
mean,
word.
I'm saying
Acting like one, she
like
won't
to
call you.
I'm saying to other moms.
Bro,
Brianna, it's
Put
okay.
a password on your phone.
Let them
No,
know.
your kid shouldn't know your password. Don't put it your birthday. Don't put it their birthday. It's none of their business. Put it your freaking debit card pin number because they shouldn't have that either.
Yeah.
and follow up on your shit.
People just
Pay
need to be
attention to your
more
kids.
responsible with their kid.
Listen, in all honesty, an app shouldn't need to know your location in the first place.
I get you.
That's legitimately for like commercial use and
when you
And
have
they sell that off, yeah.
when
They
you
sell
it's
it.
have
unnecessary.
a parent's consent to have the app.
Yeah.
All the things that are going into your inbox should go to your parent's phone.
Absolutely.
Can I ask a question? At what age do you get your kid a phone?
Nowadays?
Young, you gotta get
You
them
gotta
young.
do it young.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So,
But do like one of those
but
kids
it
phones,
change-
like where it's
Yeah,
safe.
there's
But it
phones
changes.
specifically
They
for
can-
children.
That's the thing.
There's different reasons,
Fuck you,
right?
man.
Like there's people that
Yeah.
there's kids that are 13 still don't have a phone. Why? Because their parents picked them up, dropped them off,
They're
bring
involved,
them. You know
yeah.
what I mean? So they don't need it. Why do you need a phone?
I'm where you're
The
at.
house is on
Yep.
fire. Whatever.
So,
Yeah,
no, but I'm
we
saying-
damn sure don't got a landline.
Yeah,
yeah,
most
that's what I'm
probably don't have
saying. Now
landlines.
you don't have landlines.
We pay for it, but we don't got one.
But how responsible, in general, how responsible can you expect a 10-year-old to be, in general?
Yeah.
Right? 10-year-olds at that point are just
Yield.
are
Sure,
one
help yourself.
kind of one mind track.
Aren't there kid phones where you
Forward.
you put in the numbers
Yeah.
that they get
Yeah.
and you like
But the parents,
get them that.
a lot of parents don't like that because then they're like, oh, I'm just gonna have to buy you a real phone in 3 or 4 years.
Yeah, but in 3 or 4
So-
years they'll be ready for a phone. That
All right.
phone's to train them to be responsible.
I'm not really worried about the parents' part, like and all that shit. Like they should do their due diligence, just like the rest.
No, but he's saying that because he does what he's supposed to do.
Yeah, I'm involved in my
You
kid's
gotta-
life. Like I
so-
know the things that she's into and shit like that.
Y'all
Right?
you guys should lead like seminars. for
Nah.
parenting.
What I was thinking about is we're gonna start her own little channel too, bro, and I'm gonna just get mad money. I mean, we gonna get mad money. No I'm kidding.
She can pay off school and everything.
No, it's one of those things where it's like I feel like we're not calling.
Bro, relax.
She's done.
She's like drunk off of the Capri Sun.
Me too.
We need to call these people out and let it be known like, yo, y'all cannot be doing this with children. Just like with Instagram, yeah. Like with Instagram, you got the girls who are like Instagram models and things, right? And people go on their websites or their page for a specific thing.
Yep.
We know this, right? So why is there a 16-year-old or a 14-year-old able to do that? I don't give a fuck. You know what I mean? Like I can't.
It's,
When I was 16, I was trying to get whatever the fuck I was trying to get, but at no point did I think it would go
Yeah.
to the masses. Like that's what the problem is.
yeah, but that's the thing is, a lot of these kids
Yeah.
want to get big overnight.
Yeah.
So I'm looking at my Instagram. I'm following all these beautiful people that are butt ass naked, basically.
It's art.
I gotta do that
Yeah.
to get followers. And the one time my belly showing,
Yo,
most
but do
followers
it
I've
at
had
a-
in my life.
Do it at a reasonable
So now,
age.
I'm gonna wear shorts next one.
But do it at a reasonable age.
No, here's the thing.
But they're not
No, they
thinking
wanna
like
do
that.
it
They
now.
That's a problem.
We are in the era of the here and now,
Yeah.
instant
Yeah,
gratification.
that's the problem.
especially,
Dude.
and I feel like it's probably more for the kids that know that their parents aren't watching. Because they might not
That's
be getting,
what I'm
but
getting
they
at.
might not be getting the attention at home, so they want to hear.
So see, the issue is social media blew up and it grew faster than we adapted.
Yeah,
to it.
nobody was
So-
ready for it.
So
Who's
these
seen that happen?
people need to. These
Nobody.
people in charge of the apps
MySpace
need
was
to
the shit.
constantly change, modify, and edit their rules.
And stick to their guidelines. Don't make sure the users sticking to the guidelines.
well,
Y'all
and-
stick
and
to
the- and the
it.
guidelines-
Yeah,
Y'all
you
enforce
need
that
you
shit.
need to put a team on that is
no,
constantly
not a bot.
Guideline team.
Not a bot.
not a bot. You need
Not
a
a
team.
bot,
You need
yeah.
human eyes
Humans, yeah.
to
Yeah.
comb through it. We know it's gonna cost money. It's gonna take
Yeah.
the manpower, but I
It's
think
worth
you
it.
you
It
would
should be
rather.
government
Wouldn't you?
funded.
Wouldn't
It
you?
should be government funded.
No.
No.
Wouldn't you rather have? Wouldn't you rather have a product
Oh,
or
'cause
something
yeah,
that you
'cause
have
then
control
We
over
work
and
for a
are?
government-funded company.
No, what you saying?
Corey, but at the same
I
time,
love
there
it.
are people that are willing to pay to get points on that app. Use that money to
Yep.
strengthen your app.
Yeah, no, it's true. Like you have funds that are coming in. Every download, after however many downloads, you get money from the store.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? So if you
I'm
talk,
gonna just open this up.
no.
Well, y'all we
I got no
babysitting, so I'm gonna do something.
Sorry.
Look, if you
Party-
want to
party
babysit,
foul.
I need to drink something. All right?
Party foul, guys.
All right, we gotta. I think we're pretty much.
Yeah,
Yeah.
guys, we gotta end this one kind of
It's
early.
9:12.
Sorry, guys.
We
You
talk
had-
about y'all can leave. I'm gonna talk. I'm gonna chat up with I guess.
Cheers. Derek, Corey, Brianna. Cheers.
Let's go for another hour or so. I'm gonna kick my feet up.
I gotta feed her.
Oh shit, we got a kid. I forgot. Hey,
And she's done. She's
speaking
tired
of the
waiting.
devil. All right, guys. Listen, sorry that it was such a short podcast. Next week we will definitely be on longer, and we'll have a couple more things to talk about. It's not that we don't have things to talk about now. We just got a late start. We appreciate you guys all for tuning in. Thank you. This has been another installment of the With All Respect podcast. Peace.